And this isn't the first time you've acted like an unethical lawyer. It should be the last.
Yeah.
What about his, I guess you call him his boss, maybe not his boss, but the guy who appointed him? What about
Well, how
Attorney
about we
General
start
Merrick Garland?
investigating his
What do you say to him?
son-in-law? I say I want to investigate his son-in-law.
Yeah.
He's making millions teaching kids how to change their gender.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. And
the boss.
We want
it's
to
all
investigate
about money in the Biden administration.
Merrick Garland, okay? That guy needs to be in shackles for his involvement in covering up the government's involvement in the Oklahoma City bombing. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Just because they floated the name, and I'm going to tell you why they floated this name. They floated the name yesterday of somebody that had no idea, okay, wasn't spoken to, right? They just throw it out there, just like Rudy Giuliani, right? I mean, none of these people were notified.
No.
They were so hastily throwing this stuff out there. There's somebody that wrote a book. She was an insider. She worked at the Department of Justice, okay? And they have been pursuing her ever since she published this book right here, Licensed to Lie, okay? You know, who was one of the first people that I contacted when I got out of the Bundy gulag? Who was it? Somebody who knows the corruption at the Department of Justice that I not only experienced, but defeated. They spent $100 million to pursue us. And the tactics that they employed, Sidney Powell, almost at a whistleblower level, but she was an appeal attorney for the DOJ.
Absolutely.
One of the highest ranking individuals. Look at this book right here. This book, Licensed to Lie, by Sidney Powell. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to educate the public on how corrupt that entity is. And she left them, and she hasn't stopped pursuing them. And to this day, she's still out there doing, I know for a fact that she does it. I'm not going to disclose it, how I know this, but I do. I stand with Sidney Powell, and every single move I've ever seen her make has been cross your T's, dot your I's, on the up and up. She's serving our nation in ways that most people can't even know right now, because she's not looking for accolades. She's looking for justice. If you go to SidneyPowell.com/shop, I'm doing this. I'm not making a dime saying this. Use the code Sidney20 and get 20% off. Buy this book. Read this book, Licensed to Lie. If you want to know the insider's perspective, the #1 bestseller, this true legal thriller debunks everything the media and the government told us about. Its destruction of the venerable accounting firm, Arthur Andersen, Merrill Lynch executives who did one business transaction with Enron, the prosecution of Alaska Senator Ted Stevens, remember that? And more. The common thread through it all is a cabal of narcissistic federal prosecutors who broke all the rules and rose to great power. Still in the news today, Robert Mueller's pit bull, Andrew Wiseman, and other members of Obama's inner circle are wreaking havoc on our republic. This is the book that began exposing the deep state. This is the first book that started exposing the deep state and the lawfare that's being perpetrated upon this country. And it was written by somebody who worked on the inside at the DOJ, Sidney Powell. So for CNN or anybody to mention her name, okay, is that stepping stone towards her. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I will rally around Sidney Powell, as I always have right from day one, to support her. And we're going, she is my attorney general and has been. This isn't fake either, is it, Deb Jordan? How many years have I been supporting Sidney Powell in ways that I haven't even been able to disclose publicly, right?
Good while.
Because she works quietly behind the scenes to help good souls out.
She does.
She's a great American patriot. She's a whistleblower, and any attack upon her, there's a good reason for it, because she will never back down. She will never give up. I love Sidney Powell's work. I love her integrity, and I love that she's a whistleblower. So go to SidneyPowell.com/shop. Use Sidney, SIDNEY 20 for a 20% discount. I think I'm going to buy a couple of extra books that we can give away too. If you can't afford a book, let me know. Reach out to me if you can't afford to buy the book and you want. It's such an important book, you guys. It's one of the first ones that was in our library when I got out when she published that book, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
Can you imagine? And they just float her name like it's nothing. Just, oh yeah, she's a co-conspirator. She's an American patriot that's going to beat your deep state you-know-whats. And has been doing it. And she's not going to stop. I still believe in the Kraken.
I do too.
I do. It's coming. We got the Kraken. Mike Lindell, come on, let's go. Mike, he's got all that stuff. Wait, I don't even know if Sidney knows anything about what he has in those discs. Wait till she finds out. Wait till she finds out. She taught me well how to read and speak federal court dockets. She's my attorney general. I was so disappointed that Trump didn't make her. Can you imagine if he made her special counsel?
He should have.
Whoever talked him out of that, one of the biggest mistakes of the 45th presidency of the United States. Whoever talked him out of that, he should have made Sidney Powell special counsel to expose this thing.
I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple-digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone. Also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline.
I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up.
If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?